I've been chasing Lenten religious experience since my first one. It was the first one coming into the church, and I was already in the process in my head of discerning the priesthood. It's right about the time, my dad was sick, and so there was lots of stuff going on, and I had no idea what to expect, right? I'd never been in a Catholic church during Lent, and then that first Holy Thursday, we walk in, and you see everything covered up, and it just it just kind of blew my mind. And that first Lent, I mean, it's you try to do everything right. I mean, as a convert, you pick like 45 different things to give up and all these other things to do and all this stuff. And then some of them you're good at, some of them you're bad at. And then, you're kind of in solidarity with some of my friends who weren't Catholic, but they like to be Catholic during Lent because they talk about what they're going to give up and all that stuff. But it was a really huge, that whole portion of my life was like one religious experience after another one. And just coming into the church, because I know, I'm getting ready, in 3 days, I'm coming into the church, I'm going to be, a full-blown Catholic, and now I can actually, start talking about, hey, I'm thinking about this, and people, it's like, at least you're Catholic now, you can think about being a priest. So that whole leading up to Lent, and it was just specifically that, the Triduum, because I don't remember much about the other Lent, because I remember, the rest of Lent, because I was just still in a kerfuffle about what my vocation was going to be and whether I could tell anybody this or all that stuff. But oh yeah, absolutely. Well, first one was built in. There was that ontological change that happened when I became a Catholic. So, but yeah, it changed me. If people knew me 2 years prior to, they would say you are a completely different person. The people I worked with were like, "What has happened to you?" So it was noticeable. The thing that I've learned is, people either go fundamental on either side of the thing. They either say, I'm not going to do anything because I can't do it, I'll screw it up, or else they do too much. And a spiritual director would always say, like, what are you doing for Lent? I'd say this, and this. And he's like, whoa, calm down. Let's do something manageable here, because you're good. If you try and do too much, whether it's fasting or prayer or almsgiving, whatever. There's never too much almsgiving. Let's just make that. Let me just talk directly to the people about that. But when it comes to fasting, and when it comes to prayer or just anything, find something that you can do. Because you don't want to, like I said, you don't want to spend that first 2 weeks, you're trying to do it, and then all of a sudden you're just so dejected, like, well, I can't do anything. But the thing that I tell people to do at the end of Lent is when they say, well, I had a really good Lent. All right, well, write that down, and then put it in your phone for next year, and just write it in there. So when it comes up right before, on Ash Wednesday, you're going to see that, oh yeah, well, I did this, this went really well, but this did not go that well, so maybe I need to work on that. I think when people are trying to really give up something, I don't know if that's the right time to do it. I think if you want to test yourself spiritually, find something that you think is going to test you and give you some discipline, because that's where we learn. We learn from discipline that we can do things that we think we can't do, and just don't go overboard.